And these are the words of the letter which Yirmiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem to the rest of the elders of the exile, and to the priests, and to the prophets, and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had exiled from Jerusalem to Babel, after Jeconiah the sovereign, and the sovereigness mother, and the eunuchs, and the heads of Yehudah and Jerusalem, and the craftsmen, and the smiths had gone into exile from Jerusalem by the hand of El-Asah, son of Shaphan, and Gemariah, the son of Hilkiah, whom Sidkiah, sovereign of Yehudah, sent to Babel, to Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, saying, Thus said Yahuah of hosts, Elohim of Yisrael, to all the exiles whom I exiled from Jerusalem to Babel, build houses and dwell in them, plant gardens and eat their fruit, take wives and bring forth sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, and let them bear sons and daughters, and be increased there, and not diminished. And seek the peace of the city where I have exiled you, and pray to Yahuah for it. For in its peace you have peace. For thus said Yahuah of hosts, Elohim of Yisrael, let not your prophets and your diviners who are in your midst deceive you, neither listen to the dreams which you are dreaming. For they are prophesying falsely to you in my name. I have not sent them, declares Yahuah. For thus said Yahuah, when 70 years are completed, at Babel I shall visit you and establish my good word toward you, to bring you back to this place. For I know the plans I am planning for you, declares Yahuah, plans of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and an expectancy. Then you shall call on me, and shall come and pray to me, and I shall listen to you. And you shall seek me, and shall find me, when you search for me with all your heart. And I shall be found by you, declares Yahuah, and I shall turn back your captivity, and shall gather you from all the nations, and from all the places where I have driven you, declares Yahuah. And I shall bring you back to the place from which I have exiled you. Because you have said, Yahuah has raised up prophets for us in Babel. Thus said Yahuah concerning the sovereign who sits on the throne of Dawid, concerning all the people who dwell in this city, and concerning your brothers who have not gone out with you into exile. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, see, I am sending on them the sword, the scarcity of food, and the pestilence, and I shall make them like spoilt figs, so spoilt as to be uneatable. And I shall pursue them with the sword, with scarcity of food, and with pestilence. And I shall make them a horror among all the reigns of the earth, to be a curse, and an astonishment, and a hissing, and a reproach among all the nations where I have driven them. For they did not heed my words, declares Yahuah, which I sent to them by my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them. Yet you did not listen, declares Yahuah. You therefore hear the word of Yahuah, all you exiles whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babel. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, the Elohim of Yisrael, concerning Ahab son of Koliah, and Sidkiyahu son of Maaseiah. who are prophesying falsely to you in my name. See, I am giving them into the hand of Nebuchadrezzar, sovereign of Babel, and he shall strike them before your eyes. And because of them all the exiles of Yehudah who are in Babel shall use a curse, saying, Yahuah make you like Tzidkiyahu and Ahab, whom the sovereign of Babel roasted in the fire, because they have done wickedness in Yisrael, and committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken a word in my name falsely, which I have not commanded them. And I am he who knows, and a witness, declares Yahuah. And speak to Shemayahu the Nehelamite, saying, Thus speaks Yahuah of hosts, the Elohim of Yisrael, saying, Because you have sent letters in your name to all the people who are at Yerushalayim, to Sephaniah son of Maaseiah the priest, and to all the priests, saying, Yahuah has made you priest instead of Jehoiada the priest, so that there are overseers in the house of Yahuah over everyone who is mad and makes himself a prophet, that you should put him in the stocks and in the iron collar. So why have you not reproved Yirmeyahu of Anathoth, who makes himself a prophet to you? For he has sent to us in Babel, saying, This captivity is long. Build houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat their fruit. And Sephaniah the priest read this letter in the hearing of Yirmeyahu the prophet. Then the word of Yahuah came to Yirmeyahu, saying, Send to all those in exile, saying, Thus said Yahuah concerning Shemaiah the Nehelamite, because Shemaiah has prophesied to you, and I have not sent him, and he has made you to trust on falsehood. Therefore, thus said Yahuah, See, I am bringing punishment upon Shemaiah the Nehelamite and his seed. He shall have no one to dwell among this people, nor is he to see the good that I am about to do for my people, declares Yahuah, because he has spoken apostasy against Yahuah.